Cool. So we are live. Good evening, everyone.
Hey everyone, what's happening?
Evening. I know
Sorry,
all these guys on here, I think.
sorry for the technical difficulties a minute ago. I had to totally restart my computer. But the good news is, if I can do this, you can do this. So, hey guys, it's a great honor to be with you guys this evening. It's your boy Austin's Rock and Realtor Matthew Lehman coming to you live from East Austin. Got special privilege to be on the hangout tonight with you guys. With a very good friend, very dear friend. He's literally a brother to me. I've known this guy for several years. We actually first got introduced in a previous business down in Houston, and followed this guy online. This guy was just an absolute rock star, killed it, was crushing it in that business. I remember watching a YouTube video like 6 years ago from my Cromartie house where Mr. Jeff Davis was living with me, and there was this young guy with long hair and just in a band and a rock star driving around on a Jeep talking about living the lifestyle, taking vacations, and the money he was making. I was like, man, if this guy can do it, I can do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. And sure enough, man, I just always was just enthralled with Brian's energy. He's just super high vibration, high positive person. Just the life of the party. He's got great energy. And years ago, he tweeted out to the universe he was moving to Austin. And I sent him a message and told him that I would give him the VIP tour and my connection with Mike Dillard. And Todd was already down here, and just law of attraction and vibration and all the good things that are meant to be. Brian and I have been hanging out ever since, helped Brian secure his first dream home here in Austin. He's living here in Austin now, living in a beautiful $1 million plus mansion. Here's a guy who's created 7-figure results before he was 30 years old. And guys, this guy's been running an 8-figure online business for years now. And it's a great privilege to introduce not just a business, not just a real estate client, not just a friend, but truly a brother. We literally just got back from Denver just about 72 hours or 4 days ago. We decided at 3 in the morning on a Sunday, or Saturday night, Sunday morning, that we were going to fly to Denver to take his business partner Todd for his wish to go see Peyton Manning break the record against the Chiefs. We weren't expecting him to throw 4 interceptions that day, but he did. But it's a great feeling to be able to not have to look at your bank account, not have to look at your credit card, not have to look at your schedule to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to take a trip with my best friends, my brothers in arms, and we're going to go have some fun for 24, 48 hours. And that's exactly what we did. And guys, and I've been able to have that freedom through real estate, but I'm passionate about helping you guys have that success through whatever business you are in, because that's the beauty of the internet. And it's a great privilege. I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm going to go ahead and hand the football off to my dear friend, Brian Finale, who, again, is CEO and co-founder of MLSP. Guys, you are in great hands tonight. So, Brian, with that, take it away, sir.
Man, thank you for that kind, warm introduction, sir. And we did have some fun in Denver, and that was not the Peyton Manning you're used to watching on the big screen. That's for darn sure. But thank you for that introduction, man. And for all of Matthew Lehman's friends, you guys know he's just like a salt of the earth kind of guy. It's not hard to be friends with the dude. He definitely always wants to help and a connector. And at the root of everything he does, really just wants to put people in places where they thrive. You know, whether that's in a home or with a girlfriend or fill in the blank. He's just always wanting to help, and definitely a brother. So real quickly before we get started, we're going to go through a little PowerPoint tonight. I'm just going to be totally off the cut, like just real with you guys. There's not too many of you on, which is great. We can have a conversation and answer questions. But I'd just like to know if you are in an MLM or not because you're not going to hear a pitch for an MLM. I'm not even active in an MLM. I can't be because I'm in a generic. I run this generic business right now. But just so I kind of get a bearings for who's in what. If you're an MLM, just if you could type the word MLM. Jeff Davis, I know you, buddy. What's up, brother? I know you are an MLM. If not, if you are looking for a business or you're looking to start a business, just say looking to start a business, or if you have an offline business, just so I know who I'm speaking to and I can say the right language. If you are an MLM, if you have a traditional other business, or if you are looking to start one, just so we can all be on the same page. that would be awesome. And then we can dive right in. I believe everyone's in Austin, right? I think, I would assume if this is Austin's Rockin' Realtor, I would assume that. I know there's a little bit of a pause here until you guys, there's a little bit of delay, so just sit tight for a second. And just so you guys know, there isn't really an intention tonight. Honestly, Matt, we were just hanging out in Denver, and we've had some really pretty cool adventures over the last couple of years, especially since this is about, I think, my third year, going into my fourth year here, and still learning the city, I feel, man, just because we travel so much here. But we were out in Denver, and he literally just said, hey, you know, I've got people who are in MLM. I've got people who are looking to get online. I definitely know people who can benefit from what we have to offer. And do you mind doing a quick webinar for my guys this week? And I was like, we're actually just coming off one of our a launch. We do pretty much a launch every month. This was a pretty good one. We did about $500,000 in about a seven-day period, and that was fun. So it was busy. We just ended that like literally Wednesday or something, or no, excuse me, over the weekend. We gave them through the weekend. So fitting this in was actually pretty tight. But Matt's my boy, and if this helps and serves you guys, what we're going to cover tonight is definitely some powerful stuff that took me years to find and implement, and then when I did, fun experience, fun time for sure. So we got 2 MLMers, awesome. 3 MLMers, okay, financial and services. Okay, cool. I think I know Warren as well, and I certainly know, who else is on here? Or something that made me smile there. Kaufman, I missed your birthday, man. I owe you a beer here next time out. Very cool. Yeah. All right, cool. So, all right, merchant services, very cool. All right, cool. Very nice. Mason, you already have a following, man. Awesome. Well, all these guys they have a business, it sounds like. Very cool. Well, let's get started here. I'm just going to give you a little bit of my background, guys, and then we're going to get into some of the principles that I found that really changed my life. And then when I found them, I implemented them, and I sprinted. I ran real hard, and it's been a fun ride. And just so you guys know, well, let's dig into it. I got a little PowerPoint, and here's what we'll do. I'll show you some stuff. We'll go through it, probably take about 30 minutes. I'm going to go pretty quickly, and then just jot down any questions. If you guys want to see stuff in action, let me know. If you have questions about internet stuff, marketing, about your brand, maybe we'll have 10 minutes or so of Q&A. And what's cool is if you guys want to hang out, I mean, next time we talk, or we can set something up, we go have a beer or something, or have dinner down at Cover 3 downtown, or whatever you want to do. We can at least have this base, knowledge and talk, and see if you guys want to build your brand here and learn how to drive traffic to your stuff. This is not a business opportunity. This has nothing to do with coming in and making, like MLM or anything like that. This is what we're going to show you is a platform and a system and a solution to help you get online and build whatever you want. Build your business, get a ton, for that gentleman who has 20,000 followers, Mason. You already got a good step in the right direction, man. And with a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of what I'm going to show you tonight, I guarantee you, you have a very cool foundation to go out there and crush whatever you're up to. So let's dig in. Matt, are you cool? I'm just going to get started, and if you have any questions or whatever, you interrupt me. All good? You cool?
No,
you can hear me good?
Please proceed. Like you said, we got Jeff, who's top leader in Visalis. We got Paul in World Ventures. Warren just got started in the insurance business. He's looking to find ways to get in front of more people for his insurance and financial services.
Nice.
Keith sells merchant services over the phone to law firms, and Keith could do better at generating his own organic leads, which would allow him to make more commissions at the call center he's in by targeting law firms around the country through blogging. And then Mason has an online business. They make like jewelry and pipes for the kind of the 420 crowd. And I know Mason has an Instagram following. I'm probably doing it a disservice. I think he's got like 20 or 30,000 followers, and they're crunching out some pretty strong numbers as well.
Very cool, man. That even beats me. That's awesome. I actually just started Instagram, and there's this cool dude. If that was Mason, if you don't have, if you're not using Instagram, dude, I don't spend any time on Instagram at all, and except for just posting. I don't know if you spend time bouncing around, but if you are using Instagram and you're not using Instagress or Grass, it is powerful, man. It's an automated software. That is it follows Instagram's guidelines, and it got me up to like over 3,000 followers like this, and I haven't done shit with it. So if you have 20,000 already, man, and you look at Instagress, it is a very cool software that will help you even just explode your. It's like $25 a quarter, like for every 3 months, that is, and it's awesome. So if you're not using that, check it out. But good for you. Good for you. All right, cool. Let's. I don't have too many slides here, guys, and I'm going to move pretty quickly and let you guys get back to your evening. But if you have any questions, I'm certainly here to. Ooh, I got to undo one of these monitors. Hold up. Matt, can you see my slides, sir?
Yes, I can. Quick story, 2005.
Cool. All right. So I'm just going to give you a brief background of myself. So, Matt did a pretty good job of introducing me. I've had some fun. Matt found me when we were doing some good numbers in one of our MLMs, and met him, and eventually came down to Austin. And like you said, put something on Twitter that I was coming to Austin looking for a home, looking for someone to show me the ropes, because I loved ACL. I came down here to visit my buddy and fell in love with in fact, my business partner, and fell in love with the town. And Matt hit me up, and we've been friends ever since. So 2000. One of our biggest markets that we serve with what I'm showing you tonight is the network marketing space. But what's cool is for those who just want more exposures, who want to drive traffic to, financial and the financial services industry. Those are some tough keywords to go bid on in Facebook and Google. So if you actually learn how to build a brand and build it up through organic, actually serving your target market and actually doing it in a way where they come to you through things like, blogging and YouTube and Facebook, it's tough to hang in that paid media space, which I'm sure that is a very high end lead. But what we're going to talk about tonight is, bottom line is, if you have any type of business where you need leads or more would help your business, or if you've got services that you can offer, or if you just, having a brand and having people coming to you and opting into your websites to learn more about what you've got, if any of that sounds good, that's the whole point. That's what my business does. So just about me, 2005, I was broke, struggling. I was a musician right out of college. I was 23 years old, found the industry. I went to Google and I put in make more money. That was the exact keyword I put in, and it was one of my day offs. And that was the exact ad at the bottom right. Make more money, 99% of people stay broke, you now have a choice. And I hit the link and I got started. I think I took the weekend to check it out. And I didn't know, just so you know, I didn't grow up with Tony Robbins or Jim Rohn. My parents were not entrepreneurial at all. And I literally, after 6 months of doing the thing, I didn't know what MLM was. I kept hearing people say this term, and I would like throw stuff down where my drummer lived underneath me, and I was like, dude, what is an MLM? And he was like, I don't know, never heard of it. And I was like, I think I have one. I sincerely didn't even know what the business was, but I went through the website, I saw the opportunity, got started pretty much immediately. That was March 25th, 2005, musician, bartender, nothing but MLM. This is actually the marketing that company told me to do, and I did, because I was just ignorance on fire. I didn't know what that was what they were telling me to do, and my sponsor that, and I went around. I was the guy on my bike going around and finding the telephone poles and putting up these bandit signs. And I was going into Kinko's and putting up those. Really the only marketing I could afford was an 800 number. It was like $10 a month. So I would go into Kinko's and put those little, you strip out, or you rip off the little 800 number for that, and then you're supposed to call it. None of that stuff worked. And I did that for quite some time. Luckily, my sponsor, he was on Google, and there's the ad right there, and he started showing me a little bit about the internet. So I was starting to learn that. I was introduced to that, as well as the actual company marketing, which was garbage. If you're in an MLM, you probably know that most MLM companies know nothing about marketing. That's why they rely on distributors and reps. So after about 3 years of doing this, I was $30,000 in debt. And then I discovered something called attraction marketing from, Matt mentioned a guy named Mike Dillard. Bought a little ebook from him back in 2007 or 8 that completely changed my life. And it was so radical to me, I'd never heard of it. And it was nothing that Mike actually thought of himself. It's been around forever. Guys who were his mentors, like Dan Kennedy and Evan Pagan. These guys have been doing attraction marketing and teaching attraction marketing for years, and it was been around since the dawn of time. okay? Especially in marketing and business. So what is attraction marketing? Very simply put, this is what right here, this is what from Mike's book that changed my life. And this is what the entire if you've heard the term attraction marketing, you're not really sure what it is. This is all it means is build a list. There's only 3 steps. I'll break it down as simple as I possibly can. Is build a list, which requires we say build a list, and I'm not sure how advanced everyone is in terms of internet marketing. So forgive me if I'm going too slow for you. We'll get to some cool stuff in a second, but I want to make sure that we lay the foundation and we are all are on the same page here. So build a list. What does that mean? You get a website and you drive traffic to it. And with that means you have a good offer, which you may have heard it's been called many things, whether that's a lead magnet or a free giveaway, lead bait. I like lead bait because I like you hook them in, you got to hook them and get their email address in exchange for some value, and you've got to get traffic. Build a list. So basically, when someone comes to a website, or if you've ever gone to a website and put in your name and email, that is going into someone's autoresponder. That is your list. Your list of emails of customers, subscribers, right, prospects. That's step 1. You build a list, and you do that by having a cool front end offer, whether that's a free giveaway or a free video, whatever that means. Step number 2 is build a relationship with that list. You got to follow up with those leads. They don't, especially, back in 2007 or 8, you may have been able to get away with just autoresponder stuff, and letting the emails do the work. It's really not many. How many emails do you open up? Right? I mean, even some from your friends you probably even ignored today. What about the lists that you're on, right? That you don't even know the guys personally. It's not as much. Back in the day, you could have gotten away with just doing emails. Now you have to be a marketer, which we'll get to in a second. But follow up regardless, and you've got to give them content. You got to start building relationships. So what does that mean? It means if, for example, let's take network marketing, content that addresses their challenges. What are network marketing? If you're in network marketing, I can tell you from experience that your #1 target market is network marketers or people looking to start in that industry, start a network marketing business. And I can tell you, after years, their challenges, their biggest 2 ones are leads and money. So if I were in network marketing, I would create content, right? This would be following up with these people who opted into my list, and I would be creating content that addresses how to get leads and how to make more money with their MLM. Okay, and we'll address in a little bit here how that actually builds your MLM on complete autopilot, but that's it. You build a relationship with them by giving them what they want to consume, content they want to consume, whether that's blog posts, videos, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever that means for you, right? That's how you're going to build trust and build a relationship. And number 3, market to and monetize that list. You sell them stuff. Very simply put, whether that's your offers, affiliate offers, your coaching, you've got audios, books, MLM, membership sites, whatever that means. You market to and you monetize that list. That's attraction marketing. That's pretty much what it is. You build a list, build a relationship with that list, and market to and monetize that list. That is exactly like pretty much taken from that little ebook that changed my life. So I figured I'd at least touch on it here and lay the groundwork. So with attraction marketing, trust me, everyone on here can do this, what I'm about to show you, and you can build a brand. If you think that you're not technical enough, I feel you. I hate websites. I hate building websites or even trying to create your own. I am not a programmer, developer, designer. I hate all that stuff. Even saying those words made me like nauseous and the hair on the back of my neck stand up. So if you feel like maybe you're not too technical or technical enough to be able to pull off and build an online brand and presence and be able to leverage the internet, trust me, just give me the next couple of minutes and I promise you I will prove you wrong. So what does that mean? What actually happens here? I started branding me up front. I built a simple, very simple, basic, personally branded funnel and blog. That's all. It took me 9 months in a program called Dreamweaver to build my first funnel, which basically gave away an ebook. It had different products and different income streams, and I started building me, instead of going out there and doing those bandit signs and pitching my business on everyone I shook hands with, I actually started personally building my brand and learning websites and creating stuff. And it was if I showed you guys my first couple websites, they were a nightmare. They didn't even work. They were so garbage. And I created blog posts and videos that addressed, like I said, my target market's challenges and pains, all right, which built relationships and gained trust. That's all I did. And then I started building my list. I actually started learning what that meant and how to do it right. A little bit of the actual, instead of doing what the network marketing company was telling me to do, I actually was learning from 6-7 figure earners on how to do this thing online the right way. And by the way, your business is not your MLM company. If you're heavy into your Visalis or World Ventures, that's great. All of those, I think I pay for all of those, but that's great. If you are thinking that is your, or if that is your only source of income, guys, I'm telling you, when you go to World Ventures events or Visalis events or any other MLM fill in the blank, the guys on stage speaking, they don't just rely on that MLM residual money. They sell their own everything: member sites, coaching, affiliate products, their own products. They make bank. That MLM company is a part of your business being you. You are the business. You are the brand. Okay? And when I learned some of this stuff, I discovered, once I started learning this stuff, they don't teach you that, the guys on stage, because they want you to be wound up and go do one thing: recruit. You have one focus. Go get, as many exposures to the MLM, and that's great. That stuff and we're going to teach you if you want to build the MLM and get 100 exposures a day versus having to show up at Starbucks maybe at most 6 times a day. Why not do you get a little leverage, drive some traffic, and get them in front of a presentation that you can actually track, test, and convert, and do it that way? But I'm telling you, they have their own stuff. Just look at them. I mean, you guys are all intelligent dudes. I didn't think I saw one woman on here. Correct me if I did. I apologize. That's not how they're playing the game, man. But they're not. Most of them are not teaching you that stuff. Okay, so I started doing that, multiple income streams. And what's really neat is I started making money when people said no to my MLM. I didn't care that people said no, because when I started doing this, I had other services I could offer them, because most of the people coming through my funnels were people in MLM or again, wanting to get started in one. And I had solutions that they could use. Even if they had an MLM and loved it, I was still making money. And I required that money. I needed it for ad spend to fill, for that front end ad revenue. And my first month of doing it this way, which isn't that much of a shift, it's just one distinction. Instead of hammering your biz off, you leave with value. My very first month after building, it took about 7 to 9 months of building the websites and putting this attraction model in place. 5-figure month in my MLM, became the #2 earner, probably maybe 6 or 8 months thereafter, with my best month being just shy of 100 grand. I think it was like 95 grand in MLM commissions, which was kind of cool. And that happened very quickly, very, very quickly. So, and this is all just shifting again to attraction marketing. And I learned that MLMs come and go. I'm sure if you're on this webinar and you are in MLM, you probably have been in a couple. They come and go, they change comp plans, then they don't. It's just tough sometimes, man. They got to do what they got to do to stay in business, and the sad part is most of those moves made by the company does affect the bottom line of their distributors, and it's just if you've got all your eggs in that basket, and you've got a family, I don't care if you take a test drive with MLSP tonight. Figure out something, because that's a dangerous. You're playing with fire. You are playing with fire. The only way to become recession proof is to brand you. Everywhere you go, there you are. So with my success became a big problem. Naturally, when I started having success, my team wanted to duplicate what I was doing. I had my own funnel. I am not a developer. I am not a programmer. It is not my thing. I'm not techie. So there is hope. Again, if you are on here and you're not techie, I get it. I still am not techie. That's not my, you really want to invest your time in your strengths, and versus trying to be a jack of all trades. You want to go to where you excel, so you can just hammer at that and get other people in place to do what you lack. That's one of the big things, at least I've learned in business, and get the right people in place and invest your time where you shine, so you can just crush it. Techie is not my thing. So I required a system for my team so that they could start branding themselves, so they could put this attraction model in place for their businesses, so they could do what I was doing, which was doing pretty darn well in my business. So middle of 2008 is the left. I don't know if everyone knows Todd. He's a business partner here in Austin as well. He's the picture to the left there is Todd. I'm in the middle, and then my buddy Norbert. That was one of our very first events back in, I think, right after our launch in 2008. And on the right, if you can believe it, that's Todd with his beard today, about, I don't know, 18 months or so, Matt, something like that. I think Matt's trying to catch him with his beard. He's doing a pretty good job of it. But that's our CTO. He's a major partner in most of the company. We run a good handful of companies, and he's a huge major role in most of the development and tech. And he's got a bunch of patents with IBM, and used to write bank recovery software for Fortune 500 companies. And just so you know, this platform that we're discussing tonight, and will be in a second, is called Miley System Pro. It's been around since 2008. Most platforms have challenges with tech. Most of them are around for like 2 years. We are stronger than we've ever been, ever. And we keep getting better and innovating and just delivering the best solutions to anyone who has a business and wants to get more leads and grow it online. So that's it's rare. It's rare to have that. And I'm sure if you've been around for a little bit, you would agree. Most come and go, especially internet marketing, quote unquote, systems. So anyway, Norbert and Todd, I bought Norbert actually back in 2007, I think I met him, and bought him a beer at, what the hell is that? Dueling Piano Bar on 6th Street. There was an event. And I think it might have been 2007, 2008 was the very first time I met him. Kind of funny, he was down in Austin. And he sponsored Todd into the MLM we were both building. And he was doing some attraction marketing stuff. He didn't know Todd was his badass at technical stuff and could whip up a system, the one that could serve our industry. So initially, Todd and Norbert created something. I was trying to build my own attraction marketing system, just looking for my tech team. And I finally listened to Norbert, found these guys, took a look at what they were building. I was blown away. And we made, initially, this system that we were looking at here, this Miley System Pro, was built just for our network marketing company. And then after about six or 7 months, after literally hundreds of calls from top MLM companies and earners, they wanted to use our websites and our trainings. And we finally made it generic in August 1st, 2008 is when we opened our doors, and the first generic marketing system ever, at least that I know of, in the system. There's a lot of people talking about it. Well, not too many, but a couple people talking about attraction marketing, but there was no place that you could go to actually apply it. And really the goal was to change the world. If you can imagine, I was making $2,000 a month back in 2005 to, $100,000 months. You could imagine the crazy, I mean, I want to get this in as many people's hands as possible. I want to get the exact marketing, the exact funnels, the principles that I'm doing, man, let's go change the world. And really, that was the whole goal, was to help people get out of their jobs and live a kick-ass life on their terms and give kids their parents back and really become so valuable that people don't want to leave, and they never can. That was the goal. That was the goal, and we've been dedicated, getting better every single day, every single month, innovating. And I say these are some of our leaders. You may recognize some of these guys. I'm not going to spend too much time on this slide, but everyone on here is a 6-figure earner. Everyone, at least, some are 7-figure earners, healthy 7-figure earners. Some have even gone on to launch and create 8-figure brands and MLM companies, and it's been pretty cool. Now, I don't show this slide to say that I'm taking, or MLSP takes for saying that it is our, what's the word I'm looking for? We're taking, what's the word I'm looking for? The word I'm looking for, Matt. We're taking credit. We're not taking credit for their success fully, at all. In fact, I'm very dear friends with pretty much everyone on here, and I talk to them very regularly. Some of them are even here in Austin, Texas. But what I will tell you is that most of these guys are still even here and hang their hats here and train. And there's big affiliates that we pay, some even tens of thousands of dollars a month is just affiliates. And some have gone on, like I said, gone on to do some amazing things. But all will tell you and say that MLSP radically changed their life, gave them a foundation, changed everything for them. And it's pretty darn cool. And in my opinion, we're just getting started. So what's MLSP? So Funnelizer, here's the deal. It's we can show you and go into some stuff if you guys want to see it in action, but really Funnelizer, it helps you build professional funnels that brand you and market your products, services, and offers. Branding you. Okay, this is not about becoming an MLSP affiliate. Really never was. This is about getting offers and websites in place where you don't have to know HTML. It's literally like you point, click. They're beautiful. You can create beautiful capture pages and front end pages to give away your stuff, to sell your MLM, to sell your financial. It's pretty awesome. In fact, if you were to go to find something similar out there in the industry, it's like $150 a month just to have that tool. The CRM, this compares, I mean, literally, this is a CRM, which I can show you as well, where as leads come through your offers, this is something, I mean, you've got to follow up and close. You guys are all closers. I'm sure you're all business owners. You know how absolutely incredibly critical it is to keep tabs on people who raise their hand, but maybe it's just not the right time, right? It's all about timing. Well, instead of taking notes on a notepad, literally having one of the most innovative solutions so that you can create timers, appointments, schedule things, sling out automated emails, and really, really just squeeze as much money out of your business, serve as many people as possible because you're actually keeping on tabs with them. We've got affiliate products. If you don't have your own products, if you want to supplement and take funnels that actually convert in the network marketing space and products that pay you 100%, we got them if you're interested in that. We've got high converting done for you funnels that give away trainings. Okay, this is about building your list. If you guys are in network marketing and you were to share, if I gave you a funnel that taught people how to get 12 leads a day on Facebook for free in the next hour, and you could do that every single day, right? Or a funnel that actually gave away a Pinterest or a Periscope training, 100% free, something that Jeff Davis didn't have to create himself. It was actually a Periscope training, right? A video on the next page that you could give away to someone who may be interested in learning about the hottest new social media website. They opt into that list to get the free training that you. But hey, that name now on your list, so you can contact them, touch base, start building a relationship, see how you can serve them. That's leverage, right? Now, if you're not interested in something like that and you just want to come in and build your own stuff and market your own stuff, cool. We've got ongoing lead gen training every single week and a 7-year library if you want to learn anything from anything. You throw out something, we've got training on it. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, LinkedIn, meetup groups, prospecting, recruiting, Facebook recruiting, any type of pay-per-click, YouTube, Facebook, Google. I mean, Phil, we've got, if you or your tribe wants to learn anything internet marketing on driving traffic, imagine if you do have an MLM team, if you could just get 10% of them actually getting online and getting 5 or 10 leads a day, what would that do to your residual income, right? I mean, not many people can be, the MLM rock star and get on stage and close and feel comfortable with that. Well, the internet is actually a pretty cool tool to be able to do something like that. So a community, unlike, and when you guys, if you decide to take a test drive and check out the community, I mean, we have thousands of people who are in a community group that answer questions 24/7. It's nothing like I've ever seen. And really, as you grow, if you want to, hop in and take a look at MLSP, we've helped all those leaders that I showed you on the previous slide there. I mean, they've leveraged and still do. I mean, we've got a list of a couple 100,000. We do webinars all the time. We create daily blog posts. And those leaders, as they go through the ranks as affiliates, they get tons of exposure. That's part of the reason, when they cut all those success stories, they leveraged MLSP and our database and our reach and our influence. And that's what we continue to do. That's our bread and butter. So there was really just one critical piece missing inside MLSP to take this whole attraction marketing and brand concept to the next level. And it's the blog. Because here's the deal. If you don't know, guys, you only own 2 things online. Unless you secretly own a piece of Instagram, of Twitter, of Facebook, of YouTube, you only own 2 things online. And number 1 is your list of customers and prospects. That is your only business. That is your business. That is where the money is. That's where, it's people. They give you money in exchange for value. That's the only thing that matters is people, your list. Okay, now how you drive traffic to that list will depend on your strengths and where you want to focus on. But the only 2 things you physically own are your list of customers and prospects, and that is your real business and your blog. It's your island. That's where all roads point to. If you don't have a blog, it's 2015, guys. You're going to be scrambling for, ever until you actually bite the bullet and learn this stuff. And I'm not trying to yell at you, but I want you, your layman's friends. I know some of you, if you're wanting to get online and leverage the internet, you have to have a blog. It's your nerve center. You have to. That's where people will, and they're going to Google you before they spend any real money with you. Period. And if you're not present with something sexy and cool, and you've got testimonies and social proof, they're going with someone else. So we've got something very, very cool that we just created as well. This actually comes with membership, which is insane. It's the most powerful all-in-one solution to launch your WordPress blog to the world in 24 hours or less, even if you're brand new online or feel like you're not tech savvy, tech challenged, I should say. Okay. Now, we had a course back in 2009 that we tried to actually set up people with blogs. It was an epic fail, and it was a nightmare. We didn't want it. We just put it on the back burner, and we knew that when we were ready, we would bring a real market solution, real blog solution to help our community create a long-term business and a blog. A blog solution built by marketers for marketers that you can actually start building you on. Okay, that's the whole goal here. And the time is upon us, and this is for those who, I'm sure you've heard of a blog. If you don't have a blog, I'm sure you've heard of, obviously know what it is. Sites is built on WordPress, and it's hands down the only blogging platform you want to use. It literally runs like 19 or 20% of the websites on the internet, and they have literally millions of programmers and developers. It's open source. It's the only thing you want to use for blogging, period. And if for those really, I don't know how technical everyone is on here. I put this on here because all you really need to know is it's self-hosted. The first question most people ask is, where do you go to get a blog, and do you own it? Is it the blog that is going to be yours? And is it the blog that's going to be that Google's going to like and is going to help creep up the search engine and all that good stuff? With sites, yes, you own it. It's self-hosted. It's on our servers. It's branded on your domain. This is not some gimmick so that we can try and rank one of our house domains and yell about how awesome our one link is. This is about your taking jeffdavis.com and pointing it to our servers. You own the content. You can import a blog if you already have one, and you can export your blog content whenever you'd like. That means we're not putting handcuffs on our members. We could have charged or had people pay a premium to export their content once they get started if they ever wanted to cancel, or we could have said, no, it's ours. That's not, at the end of the day, we could have made a fortune doing that. That's not where our hearts are. That's not who we are. If you feel like you can go somewhere else and want to host your blog with someone else and feel like they have a better product, cool. We're not, we're here to help. And if it doesn't serve you, if you don't see value in it, you export your content, and that's totally cool. So here's a big thing is enterprise grade hosting. It's blazing fast and includes airtight, bulletproof security that you can trust, which produces a great experience for your blog readers. We just launched a cool product with Ray Higdon. If anyone knows who he is, he's a 7-figure blogger in the MLM space, and he pays $500 a month for blog hosting. And I'm telling you, he's literally, it's like bittersweet for him because he just about swallowed his tongue when he saw our setup and what we were doing. If you're on a server, like a $5 or $10 or even $20, $30 a month server over with GoDaddy, guys, that's a shared cluster. If there is like a Ray Higdon, or if MLSP was built on, it was being hosted by that server, we would be taking all of that bandwidth and you would be screwed. That means your readers, anyone who hits your blog, you work so hard to drive traffic to it, it would take forever to load. Google would penalize you for that immediately. People would leave your blog on top of the security issues that you are run into on a shared server like that. I'm telling you that if you were to compare the hosting that we are giving you on your blog alone, it would cost you at minimum $500 per month like Ray, period. So that alone is a crazy value add and will help you so much. So here we go with when you can actually start with your blog, start your blog tonight. And there are paid for plugins. If you're not familiar with WordPress, there are plugins that are free plugins, and then there are paid for. Those are the premium plugins. Most of the reasons why most sites get hacked is because of shitty plugins, right? And with ours, we're controlling everything, and we paid for all of the pro ones ourselves, which means that you don't have to. There are plugins that cost hundreds of dollars and also have recurring fees. Literally, these plugins cost over $3,000 just to have them, and we paid for all of them for our members to be able to have them. And they're already pre-installed in your blog. All you have to do is activate them, which of course we show you how to do that. And you don't activate all of them. You activate about 6 and you're ready to go. And we show you that too. And we've got themes that we take you step by step. This is an easy $1,000 that we paid for on top of the designs that we created with our in-house design team. And we've got a training portal to actually help you as well with every step of the way. If you've got they're 3-minute videos that we paid an external third-party company to keep updated. So when WordPress changes, these things will be updated regularly and ongoing so that our members get the most up-to-date, most valuable WordPress hand-holding that you can think of. And we weren't at liberty to disclose that fee that we're paying that company. And really, what you care about is that we are paying a fortune to deliver just this one solution to our members. And really what this means to you is that if you see the value in having a blog and being able to get traffic to it, I mean, your blog can be set up literally, I'll show you, it's one click. And it can be set up on, it's our hosting. You own the content. You can domain map your domain. It takes about 5 minutes to do it. So it's jeffdavis.com, pointing to our servers. You can start building. And we teach you, I mean, we've got the best blog trainers in the, I mean, a couple 7-figure earners that actually teach you how to set this thing up and drive traffic to it. Your blog will have all the pro plugins ready to go. You choose the design to make your blog look how you want. We supply the WordPress training so you can start blogging literally tonight. If you grab a beer, grab some coffee, you can actually be done with. We have members who are getting leads with their blog within hours. We have new members who've never set anything up within 2 or 3 hours. I mean, they have it set up, ready to go in a click, but designed, and they're not graphics guys, designed within watching our tutorials 2 or 3 hours later. It used to take 5 days for someone who was, I'm sure you guys know, or maybe have paid thousands of dollars for a WordPress blog setup and design, right? It takes technical people hours, sometimes days to figure this out. This is the craziest thing. And what's really nuts is that you cut your hosting. You don't have to pay for hosting anymore, period. It comes with the MLSP, the membership itself. So we're pretty excited about it. And start blogging, creating value, building your brand today. And this is really what's, if I were to show you, like literally if we were to go back in the back office, there are 2 fields to put in. You don't go to WordPress. You don't have to install any software. You don't have to do DNS weird stuff. You don't have to go and do anything. All you do is go in the MLSP back office and you create a WordPress login. That's it. You don't go over to WordPress.org. And WordPress.com is very different. That's the one you don't want to be on. That's where millions of blogs are on the one domain. You want to rank you. You want your brand, your domain. You want you. It's this whole thing with attraction marketing is based around developing you as a leader, becoming the authority and expert so that you actually get paid. That's the secret. So you literally, in this back office, you don't go to WordPress.org. You just put in a username. You put in a blog subdomain, which none of these matter. No one's going to see them. There's no thought process to it. You're going to map mattlehman.com to MLSP to mattlehman.mlspsites.com. No one's going to ever see that blog subdomain, right? Because you're going to have your own domain, which is about $10 a year. I think you can even do cheaper these days. And you put in a title. We recommend you put in your name and blog. That's it. Click the create new blog button and it spits this out. This is the WordPress default theme, and we've got a video that actually shows you in 7 minutes how to design this. About 7 minutes, just point and click. And this is WordPress. If you know what WordPress is, literally you click the create new blog, it spits out the theme, and we show you your site's training portal, and this is your WordPress dashboard. There's no tech garbage. You don't have to learn any HTML. There's no software to install. You don't have to go to WordPress.org. There's no more hosting fees. You have instant blog setup, and you're ready to start learning. It's never been easier. There is no excuse. If you want or know that you need to get online, there's no more excuse. And I actually love, this was actually like a selfish solution here in my mind, because for me, I obviously want all of our members to profit and go nuts with it. I mean, we paid out millions of dollars. I think the company's done over $30 million now. We've paid out a good 10 or 50. I don't even know. I'd have to look at the actual affiliate numbers, but it's well over $10 million paid out. That's why we do this. And for me, like literally, if someone says MLSP doesn't work, it's not about becoming an affiliate with us. We teach you how to set up your brand, right? And your blog and your funnels. We teach you the marketing. You create offers to whatever you want. Follow up with our CRM, create your blog. I mean, if it doesn't work, it is now, it's now on the user. We're going to give you everything we know about building an 8-figure brand, right? But I'm sure everyone on here has heard that when you point the finger at someone else, they're still pointing right back at you. And now there is no tech. I mean, of course, there's going to be a little bit of learning curve to learn WordPress, but we've got you every step of the way. It comes down to how badly you want to build online and build a brand and get leverage. And we've got a 7-figure blogger, a year blogger, who is a badass SEO guy. He's by far the best SEO guy in our space. Right when you set up your blog, it's a network, so we've got all the exact same SEO settings that this guy uses on his personal blog are now on yours, which is, I can't even begin to explain what I just said. If you're a little bit novice on the tech side. I don't even know what this means. All I know is that when you search for network marketing, the term network marketing, Rob Ford is like at the top on the second page. That is insane. And the exact SEO settings, he's got like, you know, a couple thousand blogs, and he's got like blog farms, and he's got a couple done for you services of all SEO inside of MLSP. This guy's legit. He's the real deal. And every single SEO setting on all of his blogs, whenever he does anything, is now yours. So this is not about being an MLSP affiliate. This is not about coming in here and while you could, if you want to take our done for you offers and just start giving away free value and creating and building your list, your autoresponder list, or if you want to, or if you want to take our products and earn 100% commissions on it, we've paid, I mean, we just gave away a whole bunch of money in our last affiliate contest, and we, a lot of people made a lot of money over the last 2 weeks as affiliates. So, I mean, you know, millions of dollars doesn't lie. If you want to do that, that's cool. But the whole goal here is you. If you have a voice, a dream, a product, a business, an MLM you love, a service, a passion, a coaching business, nonprofit, and you want to learn how to leverage the internet to build your dream business, right? There's no place like MLSP, and Sites is really just like the last piece. We just launched it last week. We have about 1,200 blogs or so already created and designed, which is insane. That means people are doing it, right? And again, this is not about coming in here so you can wear the MLSP flag and shout MLSP from the rooftops. This is about building you and your long-term brand and business and your blog and your offers. And you got to learn somewhere, man. And this is the only place that I know of that does everything all under one roof with the caliber of training and quality that you, well, that layman, you know, he wouldn't have, I know a bunch of you guys. I've been doing this for years. No one really asks me what I do when we're out, which is totally cool. But it's interesting. It's funny because you guys are all super talented. I know a little bit about what a bunch of you guys do, and with a little bit of leverage and a little bit of learning the internet, man, there is a fortune to be made for you guys out there. It's crazy. And this is Funnelizer. I don't really want to go into Funnelizer and physically show it, but it's as simple. I mean, I will if you guys want to see it, but it's as simple as literally grabbing templates, pointing to them, and they're editable. You don't have, there's no HTML. If you've got an ebook or something and you want to share something, you want to give something away, whether it's about, maybe it's Visalis or World Ventures, or maybe it's just about leadership or team building, recruiting, and you've got an offer, or you've got a cool training, or just a video on the next page for free. It's a free giveaway. You know, how you sponsor 10 people in, you know, the last 30 days, 100% free, you know, without the internet, or whatever it is, whatever it could be. You point and click. You set up the capture page. You set up the sales page. If the video's on YouTube, you dump the video in the sales page, and you have an offer or a button maybe to fill out a survey, you know, to learn about what they want to learn in the financial services market, or the vehicles or the products they've used in the past and what they're looking to get into now. Like a billion different things you could think of. This is about you. So whatever that means to you, but this is Funnelizer. There's new templates and sales pages being created all the time where you don't use it's Greek, it's Latin in there, and you fill in whatever you want. I mean, actually, some of these are or aren't Latin. I mean, the long sales stuff, you just point and click, add to cart buttons, timers, scarcity, all sorts of cool stuff. You don't need to know any tech, and we've got videos that show you everything, every step of the way. This is a dash of the CRM. I've been told, and I've never had a job. Thank the Lord. I was working Ruby Tuesday 2005 out of college, and I never had to go get a job. I didn't want to throw in the music towel or the music dream, so I wasn't going to go get a real job, and found this space. So anyway, I've been told from people who have worked in Fortune 500 companies that the CRM, what it does, what it has access to for anyone who's driving traffic. When someone goes into your offers and your websites, they get dumped into here. And from here, you can literally set up reminders, take notes. So like if Sally is interested in X financial vehicle or product that you've got, but they want you to call back in 30 days, you set that up in here. You can send out emails and have notes and schedules. And literally you take, you know, maybe Sally had a kid going off to school in the next 30 days, but after that, her time frees up. You put that down. I mean, just that alone, when it's time to call Sally back, you're not going through templates and notebooks of you know, handwriting garbage where you're never going to find that stuff. You have that at literally your keyboard. I mean, that's a lay down cell. That's done. That is done. And you can set, there is so many different bells and whistles. You can rate prospects based on their interests. You can have upcoming tasks rated based on where they should, what's coming up that day, what's coming up that week. You can sling out done for you. You can write an email once, like say they're not interested at this time. You've got a pre-done for you email that slings out based on that. If they're interested, you've got a video, an email, you put a video in, they want a little bit more, whatever, a little bit more information about it. Maybe they just joined. You've got a welcome email with a couple steps. It's all in here. You point and click and you create whatever you want. It is the most sophisticated CRM I've ever used. And again, I've heard it's comparable to some serious Fortune 500 companies. This comes with your membership of MLSP. And this is just a snapshot of the training you have access to as an MLSP member. Again, Sites comes with MLSP for free, which is crazy. But if you wanted to come in here and learn Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, meetup groups, Google+, Instagram, Periscope, just that alone, guys. I mean, if you're an MLM man, just come back here, learn a little bit about Periscope and teach it. People will love you for it, man. And we've got a Periscope product. No, we don't, not a product, but Instagram, for example. We got an Instagram product that you can leverage and sell. Right? If you come in here and learn a little bit about Instagram, I don't know if Dennis is in your profile, man, if you're selling an Instagram course or if you're, I don't know what forgive me, I don't know what business model you're in or if you're leveraging that bio, and actually monetizing that. But if you're on Instagram, we've got a guy who has like 30,000 followers and literally says, hey, if you're looking to leverage Instagram to build your business, boom, free training, opt in, click here, and it sells them. You know, it's got great training, but sells an Instagram course. She's selling a good handful a day. I mean, there's a million different ways you could come in here, learn something, teach it through your blog, through videos, and leverage and make money quickly and start building relationships because you're actually building, you know, creating value and giving people what they want. So if any, that CRM, I've told, is hundreds of dollars a month. And I've seen people pay $150 a month in the MLM space for garbage CRM. And that funnelizer, if you compare it to anything out there, you could pay up to $300 to $500 a month just to create lead pages, depending on how much traffic you're getting. And these are just some done-for-you offers. If you're interested in leveraging just value and giving away, for example, I can show you guys some funnels and capture pages that, you know, when you take the test drive tonight, you can actually just put in your username in these funnels and give away free trainings and start building your list tonight. If you're an MLM, I mean, the system for sure is basically geared more towards network marketing if you want to be an affiliate, all right? And we've got some, you know, some generic products as well and generic courses on like lead gen. But if you are, you know, in the financial services or if you're in a different business model, I mean, it's all the same. It's the same marketing training. You got to build your blog. We'll show you exactly how to do it from the ground up. You got to follow up with your leads, right? Excuse me. And you got to create offers. You got to create capture pages and funnels. That is, you know, build a list, build a relationship with them, right? And market to and monetize that list. So regardless of if any of these, if your target market doesn't see value in learning how to have success with network marketing or learning SEO or learning Facebook or learning Instagram or learning Periscope or, you know, whatever, this probably wouldn't be, you wouldn't shoot off and go off and share our funnels, our done-for-you funnels to get leads, right, and to make money as an affiliate. What you would do is start, you know, going through the blog real quickly, start building your blog, learning the marketing, start you know, creating your own offers and funnels with Funnelizer and start building your list, right? And building relationships with them. So Layman, that's all I've got, man. I don't know if we want to take any questions. I hope that if you got nothing more from tonight, guys, I hope you got some value in like just seeing what a business model, what we do online. And that's really, you know, what I did back in 2008 is it hasn't changed. And in fact, what's cool is most network marketers who were so anti-internet and anti-brand you and anti, you know, get your blog going, are starting to come around because it's the internet. It's not going away. I mean, the people are out there teaching it and they can't ignore it anymore. So it's kind of cool. What we've been teaching since 2008, we actually see a lot of top MLMers who are, you know, stay away, starting to at least ease up and talk about the idea of branding, of content creation, of building relationships, of actually leading with value, which to us, we're like, guys, I mean, that's great. That's what let's raise the ships, man. Let's get everyone doing, you know, serving versus pitching and going out there and doing what I did for 3 years, which was struggle quite a bit. So, yeah, this is everything I did back in 2008. except for it's on steroids now. I didn't have access to the training. Certainly didn't have access to the technology, and I had to go hit my head up against the wall for 8 or 9 months to even get my first funnel up. So I hope that made sense, you know, a little bit in our business, what we teach, and in the approach we take, and it works in any niche with any vertical and any business and any product, because it's all this business is the same, whether you're in network marketing or you're in finance or you sell pipes or whatever it is, man, it's all the same. So if nothing more, I hope you got value from that. If you want to take a test drive, I didn't even have a slide on the actual offer. If you guys are interested, you can check out Layman's website. There's a risk-free test drive, guys. I think it's 14 or 10 days. It's $10. It's $10 for 10 days. And if you get in and you don't like what you see, let us know. You don't even need to call anyone or Layman. Just click a button in the back and you can get a refund for the $10. If you stay with us for each month, it's $50 a month at university, $150 at Mastery. There's some big differences there, so you may want to check that out. And if you're wanting to get online and start building and branding, man, you're not going to find a better solution and a better community to actually help you get over that, hey, I'm not techie, or hey, I can't do that. There's nothing like MLSP. We've watched. So if you're serious and want to take a test drive or have any questions, cool. But Layman, that's all I have for the presentation.
No, B, can you hear me? Did I do the right thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey guys, really at the end of the day, I just want to get you guys on a webinar tonight. It's all for selfish reasons. I want more travel buddies. Todd could jump last minute and go to Denver, but unfortunately, there's just a lot of friends in my circle who I can't text or call and say, hey, we're going to Denver tomorrow. Actually, we're leaving in 4 hours. Pack your bag. I want more friends like that. And all of you guys have your own business, your own MLM. And, I can tell you this. I got a phone call last week from someone who saw a YouTube video that I did on my real estate channel 4 years ago. And they're now going to be a new buyer of mine. And so that work I did 4 years ago is probably going to generate me a $6,000 commission here in the next 60 days. And that's work I did years ago, guys. And what Brian and these guys are teaching you is the same thing. I know if some of you have had the ups and flows of your MLM business or your business, your checks go up and your checks go down. But when you stay consistent, what Brian shared with you tonight is not a what I would call get rich tool quick. This is a long-term play for you to build a long-term pipeline of leads, which will convert to paid customers, which will convert to commissions for you. I believe in these guys. I believe in their platform. Whether you are selling legal services as an account executive, whether you're pitching insurance and life insurance and financial services, whether you're pitching World Ventures or Visalis, come from a position of authority by giving pure value. And people want to do business with people that are bringing them value and that aren't just trying to hard close them. They're just providing value and just giving with an abundance mindset and heart. And people will go out of their way to find you and want to do business with you. And so, guys, get plugged in. These guys are crushing it. They're killing it. It's exciting. I've been wanting to, I've steered away from blogging, I'd say, for the last 2 years in my real estate business. I used to have a really blog that I was consistent on that generated me a lot of business. But as my business grew, I stopped doing that. And now I'm going to use this guy's platform to continue that trend. But also what I challenge you, if you say you don't have time, if you're cashing big commissions and you say, well, I just don't have time to sit down, you got time, but then also you can always outsource. Like, I don't have time to do food blogs anymore, but I hired a neighbor who I'm going to pay her $50 a post. And once a week, she's going to go to a really cool restaurant and do a really cool review on a local Austin restaurant. Why? Because people who buy real estate are also the same people who want to go to the best restaurants in Austin. It's just kind of an equalizer. And so whether you're in the travel business, I got some sideline tips for you as well from other things you can blog about other than just traveling. Same with health and fitness, guys like Jeff. Same thing with, Keith. I got a million ideas for you with going after law firms with merchant services.
Yeah, I mean, if there's guys, for example, that travel stuff, man, that's a cool shoot. If I had a travel business, I would be, doing all sorts of blogs about the best places to stay in Cayman, or the top 10 places to stay in, Bermuda, or wherever the best travel packages are for World Ventures. Like, those are cool. That's a cool blog, man. Like, go travel the world as you travel with WV. Talk about it. Talk about, the hotel you just stayed at, the review you can put, or what you recommend down in Mexico, or when they go to Spain, or whatever, man. That could be one of the sexiest, coolest. I mean, that's what you're selling in network marketing is lifestyle. Right?
Yep.
Go live it. So, I mean, if tee it up, man, go crush it. That's definitely cool.
Yeah. So guys, all the tools are here. Join me on this blogging venture. I'm going to get back after my blogging habit here this winter. And then also, as my business continues to grow, I've already lined up and outsourced different people who are going to be helping to run my blog. I got a lady who's going to be doing all my food posts. I got someone who's going to be doing some stuff in relation to things to do in Austin when you're in town. So this is a cool tool to really explode your business. Again, I want to see you guys cash some bigger checks, so you guys will have the true time freedom, the financial freedom to travel with us, because we're just getting started and there's a lot more adventures to live. And man, I'm just glad you guys made time tonight to be on this webinar. And again, guys, Brian didn't have to jump on this webinar. This guy's got a heart of gold. These guys did $500,000 in the last week, but yet he said, hey, Matt, even if it's 5-10 people, I want to make time for your crew in Austin who really wants to hit a home run. And, Brian, thank you from the bottom of my heart for making time tonight for these guys. And I look forward to seeing the payoff here quickly with these guys, and hopefully these Jeff and Warren and Keith and the rest of you guys will really jump in and decide to link arms with me, and let's hold each other accountable in the blog space, guys. Mason and Keith and Paul, you guys can kill it. And I want you guys to be millionaires. So when you call me and say, Matt, thank you, I want to buy a house from you now. So,
there you go.
Let's go cash some checks, guys.
Well, there's a whole bunch of literally, guys, sites has been in beta for like for about 2 months, and now there's like 1,300 or so people right now running through sites right now, and we've got a group that is very active. If you guys are brand new with blogging and you want to just get it going, it's a great time to do it right now. And I would just challenge you. And this isn't because MLSP makes a whole bunch of money because you come in and you pay $50. It's for you. I mean, if you guys are wanting to really leverage the internet, man, the longer you wait or put this off, the further behind you're going to be. And I don't care if you use MLSP. If you just go to WordPress.org and set it up and learn blogging on your own, but your competition is doing this stuff right now, and it's going to be harder to catch up on the search engines for the keywords that you want to rank for. And this is go look at anyone in the space. Eric Worre, Ray Higdon, Mark Harbert, Diane Hawkman, anyone who has been crushing it in that space, and they're all doing the same thing, man. They're building the brand. And if you're out there hustling, I'm mad respecting, man. If you're just out there cranking numbers, setting up appointments, showing up, driving around town, and doing it that way, that's great. But and I truly mean that to someone who is a hustler, man. I know a lot of blood, sweat, and tears goes into that. Mad respect. If you actually just put a little bit of that energy towards leverage, I mean, can you just imagine putting 10 or 12 people in front of whatever your presentation is, and getting those exposures on autopilot a day without you having to show up? I mean, that's when Matt likes to use the term mailbox money. It's not going to happen just by this, man. You gotta learn these skills. You gotta set this thing up. And with MLSP, I can wholeheartedly tell you now, with sites, man, I will hop on with any friends and tell them, look, this is a real product, because we hold your hand and show you in a click. You have your blog set up, and we will show you everything you need to know to start getting your blog set up and start marketing, so that you can actually get in front of the people who would actually be interested in your product, service, or offer, and do it in a cool way, in a way that actually helps them, builds a relationship, and you will get paid. So we just launched it, and we're super excited about it. It's awesome, man. It's airtight, it's bulletproof, and we're helping a ton of people. I can't tell you how many success stories we have of people actually setting up their blog in like an hour or two who had never done any of that before, and they're just on fire. I mean, just having your blog, your island, and you go and create content. It may sound like a challenge or daunting, or it takes a ton of time. it's amazing to have your laptop and being able to travel the world and know that when you create content, you make money. Even if that took you 6 months to figure out on the side while you do your thing, man. It's just, you know, if you keep doing what you're doing right now, it's from my, I don't, again, don't, you know, if it's not MLSP, I just get so passionate about the internet and leverage and driving traffic and making a ton of money where you don't have to show up. You know, you can actually put systems in place and actually live a life with it. Like Matt said, literally, you know, called those, you know, we were at 2 a.m. we decided to get on a flight at 8 a.m. We were out in Denver for the 1 o'clock game or whatever it was, 2 o'clock, and we saw Peyton just break the record and then play the rest of the game like a high school football player. It was awesome. So I get passionate about it because of what I've been able to do, and I'm very eternally grateful for this industry and the internet and MLM, and it's just if I can help people get just even a slice of what I've been able to do, man, it'll change the world. So happy to help, Matt. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and let's go grab a beer if you guys, maybe this, not this weekend, I'm flying again, but soon. Y'all know how to reach me or just call Matt and we'll go out and hang out if you have questions and stuff. But get with Matt if you guys want to take the test drive. Great, he'll give you a link. And if not, totally cool too, and keep rocking. Happy to serve. I hope you all got value from this.
Thanks,
and
guys.
If you guys want, I would just come like my fan page. I just started. Hold on. I just started this thing. Like I didn't even use it. I've been so busy doing what we're doing with MLSP. Go figure. Now I'm gonna go put up some ads here in the next couple of weeks and blow that thing out. If you guys got any value, I'd love to have you come say hi and at least like the fan page.
Absolutely.
Cool, Layman.
Thanks, B.
All right, man. Have a great night. Talk soon, guys. Keith.
Thanks, guys.
Davis. Good to see you guys. Talk soon. Mason, nice to meet you, man. See you guys. Have a good night.
Good night.